Hi everyone, this is Rong. Today I'm going to be presenting my paper, The Influence of Live Commerce on Chinese Independent Designer Brands. My paper includes three parts. My thesis is, although live commerce is not a big business for Chinese independent designer brands, videoization opens a new channel for these brands and pushes the development of Chinese fashion, since there already exists a large group of people who support local designer brands. I picked a random sample of 1829 people and asked them 12 questions on their purchasing habits. Their survey was done in December 2019, so the survey questions and research data didn't take the factor of COVID-19 into account. Here are the results I got. 55% of the respondents show acceptance of smaller and niche brands. 49% care more about design and quality than the brand reputation. 31 are spending higher unit cost on one item. And here, most people pick quality, design, and reputation as the decisive factor to make a purchase decision. We can see there's a growing willingness to purchase niche brands than luxury brands. Consumers start to put more emphasis on details other than the brand itself. They are more willing to purchase an item of greater style, higher quality, but higher price, other than to purchase a mundane product of a lower price. Now, if we dissect the channel users by their age, it is obvious that people born between 1986 and 1995 are the mainstream consumers of luxury goods. People born before 1980 have a strong preference for purchasing luxury goods through WeChat. On the other hand, if we do a cross-sectional analysis, dissecting age by channels, we can see previous findings apply. People who are born in 1986 and 1995 are the mainstream consumers, and for consumers of all ages, the largest channel to purchase luxury goods is overseas brick-and-mortar store. This is because there is a significant import tax placed on imported luxury goods in China, but buying in overseas brick-and-mortar stores can be cheaper and guaranteed authenticity. While these younger generation consumers are more price sensitive and willing to take the risk of counterfeit for a cheaper price. Chinese designer brands are most popular among people born after 2000. 33% of them bought Chinese brands more than 3 times. However, in terms of all consumers, 16% bought more than 3 times, 42% bought once to 3 times, and 42% never bought any. Among the 42% who never bought any, lack of knowledge and lack of recognition are the main reasons. For people who bought Chinese brands, unique design, differentiation, and high price-performance ratio are the 3 main reasons. This corresponds to previous finding that consumers start to focus more on details. People purchasing Chinese designer brands prefer shopping in the brand flagship shops, and both online and offline buyer shops are also very popular channels. There exists a large group of people who support local designer brands. That's the part of my thesis. And the second part of my paper, live commerce. There are 400 million daily active users on Chinese version TikTok Douyin, and 170 million daily live stream on Kuaishou. Also a platform similar to Douyin, but targeting at cities 4 tiers and below. So who are the live commerce consumers? Main live commerce users are from first, second, and third tier cities, aged from 21 to 50. And here's the percentage of the category that users shop. 61 out of the 100 bestsellers belong to food and beverage. 29 are cosmetics, and the majority of them are local brands. The average spending on one single live commerce is $52. That's why in my thesis, live commerce of Chinese independent designer brands is not a business for the general public. The pricing of Chinese designer brands are much higher than most of those Taobao wholesalers. The average spending on the general public on Douyin is $52 US, but it is very hard to even buy a t-shirt of a Chinese designer brand at this price. Now let's analyze why consumers are motivated to purchase on live commerce. First, better customer service. People get help almost immediately. Live sales are like marketing and customer service rolled into one. It lets customers get live assistance very quickly and efficiently. Second, short video give the audience a three-dimensional understanding of the products. Sometimes live streamers have try-ons. Consumers can see concrete details that may not be shown on the pictures. And finally, sheepdog effect. Limited time window encourage customers to purchase during the live. People can always get the very deep discounts in the live stream, but these discounts and quantities of products are limited. This very format acts on human impulse. So there is the high sales conversion rate during live streaming. Brands, or we say suppliers, also benefit from live commerce. C2M, customer to manufacturer. This new model, So C2M is a new model that enables retail enterprises to take advantage of consumer data and pass customers' precise demands to upstream manufacturing enterprises, so they can produce products that better satisfy market demands. Since the quantity of products are produced according to the consumer data, the excessive inventory cost can be greatly lowered. It is a traditional AARR model here for startups. However, in this traditional model, customer acquisition is very expensive, and Chinese consumers take a lot of time over that journey from the first encounter with the brand to completing their first purchase. Losing consumers after one purchase is an incredible waste. The alternative, and this is the goal of the retention marketing, is repeat purchasing, long-term loyalty, and consumer-led advocacy that yields compounding returns. Marketers in China are devoting increasing resources to identifying and leveraging the influence KOLs have, spreading the word, and helping the brand's message reach private corners that the brand marketing may not even reach. And these 4 parts goes to my thesis. All these things pushes the development of Chinese fashion. In this chart, we can see people are actually developing a preference for local brands, unlike 10 years ago. So in the research before, people born in the 1980s and 1990s are the mainstream consumers. And people born after 2000 are the ones who are most keen on Chinese independent designer brands. Although this group is not the largest customer group for now, since they are still young, they will become the mainstream consumers in 10 years. The emergence of COVID-19 created difficulty for overseas logistics. Under the circumstances, when there are fewer imported products, Chinese consumers have much more exposure to Chinese independent designer brands. Live commerce is actually a catalyst for the development of Chinese fashion industry, but it is just a start. As to whether or not Chinese designers can go global, it not only depends on the industry itself, but also on the collaboration with overseas platforms. Korean brands are the pioneers in this area. Brands like Edo Era, Low Classic, SJYP, and Well Done, they now have a decent amount of established customer groups in both Korea and foreign cities. And what they did is to get popularity among domestic consumers first, and later expand their business to a global scale by entering some large e-commerce like Farfetch, Sense, and Net-a-Porter. Chinese independent fashion designers like Ming Ma, Comme Moi, and Miss Ming, they are already very popular among the niche brands in China now. Perhaps at a certain point they can take a similar approach to amplify their business overseas. Here comes back to my thesis again. Thank you.